morning. I hope you are well. Everybody's commenting about the snow and people saying about the snow. We got no snow at all. We have got a little bit of frost outside, so the car is all frosty and sort of the roofs and like a bit of frost on the trees, but we got no snow at all. So I am like really crossing fingers that it's gonna snow today. So that's the only time if I put my lovely guest on full screen today and I disappears, that is because it started snowing and I'm off. No, just joking. Right, so Sunday Beader is back. I love Sunday sessions because we can just sort of meet somebody new, somebody from the community who you've been before, and seen all her posts. We had the lovely Lorna, a Frosty in Leicester 2 minutes thing. We had a lovely Lorna last week. We had Joe on, and today, without any further ado, we're just gonna go in and I'm gonna introduce to you. We have the lovely Asha. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I I love the way you say my name. We were talking about being Irish before. My name is Esther.
Esther. Oh,
You
I'm
leave
so
out
sorry.
lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
Nat is
So good
asking what
morning,
happened.
everyone.
Sorry, 1 second. Nat was just asking what happened to the letters behind me. So basically, the thing I used is not really working. It's like this sticky tape thing, but you can remove so they one by one they were falling down. And I had crate yesterday, and today you see 8. So but but if I get to B&Q or somewhere next week, I will fix it. So sorry about that.
Right? I-
Have you got
I'm
any
I'm a, I'm
snow?
I'm a bit nervous, to be honest.
Oh, you
Yeah.
will be absolutely right. Have you got any snow?
Yes, but it's like icy. It's
Oh,
crunchy when you walk around.
but I love the
Yeah.
sound. That's why I love the sound when you step on the snow and you walk and walk and walk. It's really, really great. Lucy's saying, hi, Asha. Lovely to see you here. Hi, Kitty and
Morning.
Asha from a Western Supermare. Good
Oh,
morning. Good morning. They're all saying hello to you. They're all lovely to see you. So don't be nervous. We don't bite. I definitely don't bite. Just you mentioned you're Irish and you're from Ireland. I have to say my best friend is from Ireland, bless her. And we were just before we came on, we were discussing like the certain things what she kept saying to me, and I didn't know what she meant. One was about the hot press, but before she was moving, I'll tell you all. Before she was moving, she kept saying to me like, when I move, I have to have a hot press. I have to have a hot press, and it was all about the hot press. And I'm thinking, why on earth would she need a hot press in her house? Like she does, neither her or her husband wear suits or anything. Like she doesn't need to press anything. And then, and then this was about a couple of months down the line. I figured out the hot press is not a trouser press, which is what I was thinking. The hot press is your airing cupboard. It was so funny. Everybody's saying morning to you, lovely.
every Irish house has got a hot press in it. You have to have a hot press.
And
I find that
and
really fun.
and then you got your cold. She explained that you got your cold press, and the cold press is your cupboards in the kitchen, isn't it? Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Good
So funny.
Good morning, Jackie from Canada. It's just even just different, say different. Like I think what you say, and I suppose in England as well, you would say things differently up north, especially in Scotland or down to Wales. You would say things differently, and I'm just like because like obviously English is my second language. I'm always get baffled about these things that people say things different. It's just so funny. I just found it really funny. Do you think, hello Asher, very nice to meet you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. When did you started beading, or how does the whole journey came about?
Um, I was just thinking about this the other day, and a friend from Milton Keynes showed me a pair of earrings that she'd made. And good morning, Jess. And I I thought, oh, I wouldn't mind trying to do that. So and that was about 15 years ago. But then I slowly got into it, and now I can't imagine not making jewelry. And I make it while I'm watching, like, Agatha Christie and Endeavour and Lewis and all these, you know, and I watch them over and over and over again. But it's something that calms me down, and I get great satisfaction out of seeing something completed, and I get greater satisfaction when I gift something, and the people wear it. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. But I am a kind of a magpie. If I see anything shiny, I've got to have it, and then I put it away in a cupboard. I forget about it, and well.
Oh, don't be all. I got so many safe places in this house when I put something away, and I can't find it anymore. Smuffy just saying, Asher's sound level is really low, or is that just my end? Let me know if the sound level is a bit low, and then we can turn it up a little bit. But do let me know if you can hear her all right, or do we need to adjust a little bit on our end as well? Everybody's saying good morning. Sue said good morning. Miriam saying good morning, everyone. It is so, yes. So going back to the beading, I think that's, you hit the nail on the head there, that you found something what you really passionate about, and you found something what calms you down, what relaxes you. And I think especially these, Asher is very quiet. I hear Asher fine, so I'm going to turn her up a little bit.
Change.
Is that any better? It's fine. I think everybody who is listening on Facebook is saying it's fine. It's low on Asher's side, so we turned it up a little bit. Let me know if this changed any bit, and then we can adjust it a bit more as well. I turned her right up. Lucy's saying she's a little quiet, but I can hear her fine. So let's I'll turn her up just a tiny bit more. Right.
I like Lucy's flowers on her head.
Yeah, bless her. She's into all sorts of different crafts as well. I need to get her into one of these Sunday ones as well, because she makes so many weird and wonderful things that we would love to have her. Yeah. That's better. So I think yes. So we sorted the sound. Totally agree, Asher. Beading is so very therapeutic. Calms me down too. And I think a lot of us do things like our hobbies is really where we sort of forget about the world, forget about our problems, forget about everything, and we can just sort of relax and switch off. And some people it may be golf, for some people it may be playing tennis, and I think for us crafty people, I rather, like so many times my husband says like, oh, shall we do this or shall we do that? And I was like, no, I'd rather sit here and beat a little cat, or make this or do like a bit of crafting, because that's how sort of my mind switch off, and I can really relax. And I think that's really, really important.
Well, it's something that hasn't been affected by this situation that we're in. If you do outside sports, that's all been stopped, but beading hasn't. Beading's not affected. Just the bead groups, you can't have the bead groups, the physical bead groups, and that's a shame. But we will get back to that. We will, when all madness is over.
I think, like, this is what I said. I keep saying this. I read this somewhere a couple of weeks ago, that last year, what happened in last year is sort of tore us apart, but brought us together closer. Because I think a lot of people found a lot of other people online who then they became friends with. So saying, forget about housework. Yes, that's it. We don't do any housework. We just sit down and do meaning. Housework can wait. That's got it.
I like your style, Sue. I really like your style.
Definitely. Right. Shall we go down and show what's on your mat and all your lovely makes? Because I know you sent me through some pictures, and you have the most amazing, and you love peyote stitch as well, don't you? What was the first stitch you made? And if you also, before you answer that, if you have any question for Asher, please put a Q in front of your question so I can very easily identify it, and we can make sure we ask her the question. So just please, just put it in the comments, whatever you would like to ask. Smoffy is saying she do a bit of everything: knitting, crochet, sewing, jewelry, paper craft. The list goes on.
Oh my word.
Has work is very patient, she says. Definitely. What is has for Camille is saying? I do agree with that one, but I like when you got like I got 3 kids, you have to be like a military operation, tidying up after everything, otherwise things can get out of hand. Right, so let's get back to you. I'm going to turn you down on the mat and let us know what was the first stitch you learned, or what was the first thing what you beaded.
The very, very first thing I made was I saw a necklace on TV, and it was made with just beads, and it just looked like it was strung on. And I thought, I'm going to have a go at that. And that's how I got started. That was the very, very first thing. It was with hematite and a miracle bead of, rice shape. And I wore that to death, and then it broke one day, and I thought, no, and so I had to make another. And then I thought, well, I'll just get those beads, and I'll just get those beads. And the next thing I have a room full of beads and boxes, and I make stuff. And I did not realize how much stuff I had until this week when I was getting it all together. And I thought, my word, I could mortgage my house and retire with the stuff I've got.
You definitely do accumulate quite a lot, and I got sort of boxes and trays full of stuff I made over the years, and yeah, but I think it's so you forget about them, and when you go back and look at them, it's like, yeah, I did really make that, and you sort of remember, and it's so nice to I guess what I'm trying to say is so nice to re-find your beads, and so nice to re-find your makes.
And I find that my room is an absolute mess. It's a room that I keep the door shut on all the time. And I spent, when I was on holiday and when we couldn't go anywhere, I spent quite a while tidying my room up, and it was lovely. There was work surfaces. I said, oh, there's an actual work surface under all that stuff. And I tidied everything up, and then I was looking for something. So everything came back out, found it, and it's stayed out, so it's back to square one. So I've decided that no more tidying, no point, because with the mess I know exactly where everything is.
Exactly. Really, yes,
exactly. Really a mess. It's a crafter's paradise.
Exactly. I think I agree with you. Everyone, I recently redid my craft room, and I came when I packed everything in, and I even labeled the drawers up. I even did like everything, and now I can't find anything. It's funny. Right. So what are you going to show us today then?
I've made quite a lot of white jewelry because a friend has encouraged me to join her site, and it's called Daisy Chain, I think it's called. And this is what I mean. I'm not very good at the selling side of things, so I just send her pictures and she does all the rest for me, because I think you get distracted, and I'm not very good at it, and so I leave somebody who is good at it to do it. So and I tried, I don't know where I found this from, but this is with crystal bicones and just ordinary white beads, and I just made that up as I was going along, and I quite like that one. And if I like a design, even if it's only a bracelet, because this was only a bracelet, so I made the necklace and I made the earrings. I have a tendency to try and make sets if I possibly can, and that was just the same. So that's that one. And then of course your Christopher got me in on this.
Oh, bless him.
And I've made a few of them, and I've got a purple one as well. This was another white with pearls, and the idea that, you know, thank you. My ring is half, no, is it half Tela beads
Yes.
round round a rivoli, and that's just something that I kind of managed myself now. I wear that quite a lot, and it hasn't tarnished in any way. They're supposed to be 24 carat plated, I think. They are quite expensive, but it's nice, and it doesn't, surprisingly enough, it doesn't catch on anything, which is rather surprising because it stands proud. So, you know, and I just peyote the back of it, did little 15s on the back to keep it in, you know. Anyway,
It's everybody's saying it looks gorgeous. That looks really, really pretty.
yeah, yeah. I tell people that it's very expensive. That you know, I had to.
I love that.
it,
I do
it
love
I
that.
think I think the cost of it would be about maybe £6, but I just say, oh well, how much do you think it would be worth? And it's 50 quid, and I said, yeah, that's how much it is. So if they decide a price, I say, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's exactly what it is. By the way, do you want me to get you one?
I said, do you want to buy it? And they say, no, it's too expensive for me. Fair enough. A lot of these bracelets, I try and do with, you know, the toggle to keep it in, because some people are allergic to metal.
Yes.
You know, so that's what I do with that one.
I think that's
And
a really good idea to use beads and use buttons as your closures.
yeah, yeah. This is one that there's a lady on YouTube who does the most wonderful beading, and she did a little one, just like a choker.
Yeah.
So I extended it. And then I went back on and I found one that she'd actually done exactly the same thing, but hers at the beginning was just 2 rows, the one that I'd seen. And I thought, oh, I wonder what it would be like if it was tapered. And I carried on and I tapered it. And then a couple of weeks later, I was looking through some of her other videos, and she'd done exactly the same thing. So sometimes you think that you're doing things, you know, that's new, but they're not. And I like to think that all the patterns and that they're only there as a guidance, and
I
you
think
can develop yourself.
sorry, I think end of the day there's like nothing new under the sun, because I'm sure somebody somewhere in the world done it already, worked at, maybe not perhaps with the same number of beads or exactly the same pattern, but there is always, I think, like people, and this is when they say, I think they call it design crossovers, that like two very separate people did the same thing almost the same time. And
Yeah,
I find it like there's so many of us. I mean, there's millions and millions and millions of
yeah.
people around the world doing the same thing. So two people
It's it's very hard now to keep to copyright, because, as you say, you just think that, right, that I'll do that design, and then you extend it. So then when you extend it, is that yours, or is that still copyright? It's very, very hard. So the best thing to do is to acknowledge where you got your idea from. This is you know, the bracelet that I showed you before. I just get it back. This is the bracelet that I showed you before, and I thought I really liked it, but oh, I'm losing myself here. The design was just a bracelet, and I decided then to extend it. I made another one with the pearls, and then made it into a necklace.
I think
And
that's
again,
that is quite nice, because if you look at that, like you taken something which is a bracelet pattern and turned it into a necklace, and just by adding, you don't have to do the pattern all the way around. You can sort of vary and do other bits and pieces with it.
but the thing is, when you start doing something like this, your brain takes over, and it's telling your hands that you can carry on, and you can put your own take on it. and that's the beauty of beading. You know, like some people are really, really great designers, and some of us are very good hands-on, and we just need that little kickstart, and I think it's perfect.
Oh, it's
That's
snowing
that
in
one.
Debbie's saying it's snowing in Warlingham. Well, it's not snowing here. Every single time somebody's saying it's snowing, I'm looking out the window like, is it snowing here? But no, it isn't.
So I did some earrings to go with it, so that's like a set.
I think it's nice to
So
make little sets because when you make little sets, you can either wear them together or you can wear them separately as well, can't you?
yeah, yeah. Now these here, I love these. They're
Oh,
called
wow.
Oculus. I like the earring hook has just this minute decided to be naughty and come off. That's there. So what I did with that, I extended that, and I had a big Rivoli, faceted Rivoli, and I decided that I would make it into a pendant, and that hangs beautifully on. I found that if you put a nice thin silver chain on that, the chain doesn't take away from the actual Rivoli,
I love that
and it's
one.
yeah. So
Did you
that's
did you have like a something underneath your beading? So is there like a did you do it on a it would be a big jump ring, but some sort of ring, or does it just holding it up by itself?
it just holds up by itself because it's I'm just trying to see if I can it's quite stiff this, and I love the way that you can play with it. And all you
Everybody's
need to do I when I want this to, because sometimes it can go slightly out of shape but not very much, I put it around the jar. I have a little jar
Lorna is asking, is
stand.
that peyote stitch?
It is, yes, 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 it is. And that idea I got again off YouTube, but for these, and then I thought, oh, like I was saying before, I like making sets, so I'm going to try and do that as a ring, the centerpiece,
Yeah,
just put it on
yeah.
a ring like this one, and I think it would look really well. I just like them. I think they when the sun's shining, they just sparkle.
Very, very nice.
They
And
look
it's
like
again like, something different. I love the ring around it. Everybody's saying
yeah.
it's beautiful. Everybody's commenting on it like it's so nice.
Now this is another. Where am I?
There you are,
Ah,
lovely.
this this is another bracelet that I did, and that's with Tila beads and crystal, clear crystal, Tila beads and 11 O's, quite 11 O's. And to complement that, I did a choker, just the same thing, just exactly the same stitch and everything. Um, and that's very nice. And I happen to have the same um, class, so I was able to make that. And with that, I did just to be different.
Oh, wow, that looks really good.
I did the earrings, right?
Is that brick
And then
stitch?
yes, yes, it is on that. And then in case I did it earrings, just in case you wanted studs,
Very
I did the
nice.
studs, and it's just the same pearls as in one of my other makes.
So how did
Hold
you
on.
do the stud earrings? Do they like you
It's
beaded
on,
a
and you just glue it on. So you do your little circle of 11s
there you
around.
go.
So
Hold on, hold on. Anna is asking, can I buy some from you? She wants to buy some of your makes.
You can, yes, yeah, yeah.
So I
Message me.
think Anna, best thing to do if you head into you are in the handmade group. If you head into the handmade group and look for Ash's name, you can message her there.
Yeah, certainly. Um, no, I wasn't expecting that.
There
Thank you
you
very
go.
much. Lovely. So, all I did was I did a circle of 11s, and then I went through the the pearl, and then I just decided, well, that looks a bit plain. What can I do? So I got some. I think they are a three. No, they're a 2 millimeter. I think either a 2 or 3 millimeter faceted. Yeah, faceted bead, and I just put them on, and it looks really good. And then I thought, well, what can I do with them? So I had some ear wires, ear. What are these called? Ear. Oh, what's the name of these?
Studs.
Studs, and I just glued it on with. I use this fabric cement, and it seems to work.
Yes, I think like
Excuse me.
with glue, a lot of people ask us as well, like what glue to use. But I think you always have to use the glue which you most comfortable to use. I love E6000 and I use Gorilla Glue quite a lot as well. So it's just what you comfortable to use. Question. Oh, Angela said, what glue did you use? I did a ring like that and it fell off. So could you just bring the glue back again to show which one did you use?
I found I've got this GS Hypo cement. Now that's my go-to one, right?
Yeah.
But I've also found, you can tell that this is quite used. I've also found that this here is fabric cement. That's equally as good. Please, 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 please don't use super glue. Under no circumstances use super glue, because it will go yellow, and it'll go brittle, and it'll break, and then you lose. So what I did originally was I tried it on, we've all got spare beads that we don't know what we're going to do with. Try your glue on something like that first and
Yeah.
wear it. If it's a ring or an whatever, use it on that, and you wear it around the house, and wear it when you're not doing your housework, when you're doing something, like reading, or if you have to wash up or whatever. Use it and be brutal with it, and then you'll know whether your glue will do the job. And I have a tendency that I wear anything I make, I wear the item for quite a while before I will even consider giving it to anybody, so that I know
It's
that
gonna,
it
yeah,
works, and then I make another one. As I
definitely.
haven't got, some people can just make them and sell them straight off. I don't have that confidence.
I mean,
So
I do that all the time. So I made this hematite bracelet the other day, and actually, I'm wearing it because I like it. But I do that all the time. Yes, you got one as well.
oh, and I was just saying to you before, I forgot to take. You were saying that you can wear it and you can do work and everything with it. I'm left-handed, and I wear my watch on my right hand. So as a result, I don't wear jewelry on my right arm, my right wrist. So being left-handed, I'm very restricted to the type of bracelets that I can wear. And I made this last night, and I woke up this morning with it still on me, because
Oh,
I'd
bless.
forgotten to take it off. It is that comfortable, and I absolutely love it.
I love
And
it too.
I'm going to make some more, and I'm going to try and alter the design. Like, that's just stringing it on. I'm going to see what else I can do with it. But yeah,
I
I'm really excited about it.
I have seen Bernie from one of our community members. She made one, but she sort of put like a bit of wire work in it as well, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. She posted a picture in the
Yeah.
handmade group.
Well, that's the thing. Now, this is another one that I've with the
Wow.
bracelets. Now this is just another one, and this one drapes down ever so slightly. And with this one, I had a crystal button, and I use that. And that when the light shines, when it's sunny, I'm seeing if I can get the. I used AB crystals on this, so um, that just makes it that little bit more. And then I've done it in such a way that if your neck is thin, you can actually put the button through there or through here.
Yeah. So you can
And
like vary in two different lengths. That's really great.
so, oops, right. So that's that and that and that. And then
I love
I made a
this.
pot. Why not? Don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I made that pot.
Well, you can put it on a bedside table, and when you take your earrings off or rings off at night, you can keep it in it, or you can like little trinket box. I love it. It's really, really good.
That's some of my. Oh yeah, hang on. I've got some more whites. You think I'd? This is lovely. I like this, and so fluid. It just, it's really nice. And that's made with size 8 white pearl finish beads and silver fire polish. And
Debbie,
they're only. Oh, that's a good idea.
put a LED candle inside the pot.
Yeah, nice one. And that's one of you ladies out there will know exactly what stitch that is. I can't remember.
That looks like tuberose netting for me, or
It
tuberose
is.
Chanel stitch.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, because I'm right. What else have I? Oh yeah, this I've got to show you. If I don't show you anything else, I've got to show you this. This I absolutely love.
Oh my word, look at that. That looks really, really lovely.
On this, let me see if I can get it right. These little flowers here stand proud. So you've got, I think is there 3 on it? There's 2 on. There's 2 on it. I thought there was 3. There's 2 on it, but they're little flowers that stand proud, and
Every,
that is beautiful.
look at that. Everybody's
And that's
saying, love it.
that is that is done on a magnetic clasp. So you have to be careful that make sure that anybody who has a pacemaker that they don't wear this, because they'll be looping the loop, and then crikey, let's not go there. So
Lovely.
and
I
these
love those flowers. They make such a pretty pattern.
and it's just so simple, it really is. I thought it would be really difficult, but there again, that was a design that I found from YouTube, and I extended it because, as I said before, the patterns are just kind of an illustration of what you can do, and then your own head takes over.
You make it your own.
You make it your. That's it. That's what I was doing. Yeah. It's a good job you know what I'm on about. This is a bracelet that
I did tell you my best friend was Irish, so I do know how you think.
So that's just the same idea again, but as a bracelet. And I don't think I made earrings for that one, which reminds me now that that's something I'll have to do. And then the last of my whites, I think. Oh, I've got so much stuff, it's unreal. That's just, I had some tiny little pink beads, so I use them. And this again is the pearl.
Very nice. I love anything like that. That design that looks really good. So there, just for a second, you use right angle weave, and did you use like some sort of square stitch when the beads joined together?
This here,
Yeah.
that's right angle weave.
Yeah.
But then the rest is just like a herringbone.
All right. Yeah.
just like or a ladder stitch, I suppose you call it, and then you just carry it on and then go. And this is something that you can do in front of the telly because it is repetitive.
But it's
Um,
very, very effective. Lucy's saying
yeah,
she would like to make something like that, stunning, timeless pieces. Everybody is loving it.
thank you very much. I don't think much. I think it's like anything when you're making stuff, you don't really think that your stuff is that exceptional, and then when somebody else sees it, they say, "Oh yes, that's beautiful."
I mean, look at
Now this
that. If that's not exceptional, I mean, come on, Esther. Esther, that looks lovely, that one is.
just change the backing of this
Yeah,
so that you can see it a bit better. These, I don't know whether you can see them or not. They're kind of like a greeny yellow.
yeah.
These, and they're not gemstones. They're just ordinary,
Glass beads.
wonderful beads. These are made with 6 millimeter bicones, silver galvanized 11s, and that again, that was a bracelet. That was a bracelet. And
Everybody's saying, as you're showing like each one of the pieces, they're saying, oh, you need to do us a tutorial on it.
oh
Bless.
wow.
You never know. You might just
Well,
have to have Asher back to teach us how to do some of
we'll
what.
see. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we'll say. Oh my goodness. And I was listening to what Lorna was saying last week, and I think somebody else mentioned it about keeping your makes in plastic or in plastic bags. Um, I've got my daughter very kindly bought me a Swarovski cloth, for shining thing, and it's brilliant. It brings all your lobster clasps and everything back to life, but you do need to keep your makes in airtight containers because they do get oxidized by air. So yeah, so that's them, and I've got earrings to go with them. With that, as I like my earrings, I've got two. Honestly, I'm only showing you one, but I've got two because fortunately we all have two ears. So that's them.
We had all the we had a very I was looking for an earring. This is like a story, just to go on a little tangent. I was looking for an earring, and I only can find one of the earrings, so I didn't find the pair, just one piece. And then I said to someone, I can't believe I can't find it. I looked everywhere. It's like, well, that's only all right if you're a pirate. And I'm thinking, but hang on a minute, pirates are supposed to still have two ears, don't they? Bless him.
Yeah. These are lava stones that
I love lava
I'm going
stone.
to show off now, and I bought them in Pompeii when I was in Pompeii of a
Wow.
market. We went when I was of a certain age. My husband very kindly took me on a cruise, and one of the places that we went was Pompeii.
I've been
And
to Pompeii as well myself.
and just as you're coming out from where you can go and have a look over into the volcano, there was a stall, and I bought some lava beads, and I love them, absolutely love them, and they're so light. And I
Yeah.
thought, well, I'll put some
Pearls.
pearls that I bought in Ireland. So that's why. So that stays with me forever.
Whereabouts in Ireland are you from?
Mullingar, which is the centre. Yeah, it's where one of the One Direction lads are from.
Oh, really?
Can't remember. Yeah, and Emmett Cahill is from there. He sings with an Irish group in New York, I think it is. Yeah, we're famous. This is another hematite one.
That looks really good as well. I like how it's like sort of, you made it a little bit slanted.
Yeah, yeah. So Yeah, I had a ton of these beads. Can't remember where I got them from. I can never remember where I buy anything from.
Sorry, one
I
second.
love.
Anna, just asking, can you send a link? Anna, can you just sort of specify what would you like us to send the link to you? And we sort that out for you, lovely.
So, but I've got so much stuff here, and I've been talking all this time. Do you want to say something for a change?
Oh, no, 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 you go ahead. You go ahead. Keep us showing your lovely makes. Oh, wow.
That doesn't need any explaining.
No, it doesn't. I think it speaks for itself.
Certainly does, and all it is, it's Tila beads, gold effect 11s, and let me see, and fire polish. And I have a tendency to use Fireline on these ones because the Fireline, I feel, is stronger than some of the other mediums, but it's personal preference again. Let's see what else I want to show you.
Anna is would like a link to buy you jewelry. So Anna, can you just let us know if you are a member of our handmade group? And then Lucy, would you be able to send her a link for the group so she could get in and get in contact with Esha?
What's your favorite piece there? I think this is one that I really like. This one. And
Angela is asking, do these designs just come to you or do you see and make and adapt it?
I usually see them make and adapt
Oh
it.
my word, look at that one. That is just so simple but so stunning, isn't it? It's just really, really nice. I love that one.
This one, the toggle clasp, and the other end is just an area that it can go into. And it's a shame that it's not showing up here because they look just.
It is showing up. It looks really good. And if you click on this link, what Lucy just posted, then you can get into the handmade group. So that if any of you, if you don't know, the handmade group is a group by us by Totally Beads. And what we done, there is probably about 2,500, 3,000 members in there. There's a lot of like-minded people, and it's just for inspirational purposes. Everybody's showing off what they're making, so you can see a lot of people with loads of different ideas. And what I love about it, that you can show them one idea and another person will pick it up and take it further, and another person pick that one up and take it further as well. It's a really lovely group. It's like our little family in there. That's gorgeous. Everybody's saying that's gorgeous. I love that one. I love the look of that one. Wow. I mean, look at this one. You're really spoiling us now.
This here is, do you remember on one of the previous ones I showed you?
The button, yeah.
Buttons. I bought these, you won't believe this, from The Works. It's a bookshop.
Yep.
And art. And I bought them and I thought, oh, they won't be, I'll never use them. But it's perfect for this.
Yes.
And again, these here are, is it 2x3 millimeter opal?
Rondelle beads.
Yeah. And the 11 O's. And that's all that is. And I had some of these purples left over from another, hang on, let's just get focused. From another item that I did, and I just used them for this.
Andrews would like to know, on average, how long does it take you to do a bracelet?
Well, I work full time, so I do. That would probably take maybe 2.5, 3 hours if you were doing it from start to finish. But because I work full time, I would say a week. And
I think
I'm one of the. sorry, go on.
I think sometimes like that's what I love about beading, and especially like that bracelet, the purple and white one you have got on the top. I presume you made the separate little sections separately and then put it
Yeah,
together. So something like
yeah,
that is perfect because if you only have half an hour in the evening, you can always make one little section, put it to the side, and put
yeah.
it together at a later date. So that's what I love about beading. You can do so many different things.
And I think you could make this into a necklace
Yeah,
by
joining
attaching it
them.
from the
Yeah,
core,
yeah.
or from, you'd find a way if you wanted to make it into a necklace. Um, oh, I really need to show you this one. I made one for the boys. Um, my husband is a joiner, so I asked him when he was going to the place that he gets his hardware supplies from if he could get me some nuts.
Oh, bless you.
And I
Oh,
made this.
wow. Look at, I love that. I really do love it.
But they're I just thought it'd be something, for the boys. And I asked him if he'd wear it, and he said no. But it's quite heavy.
Yeah,
But I think men like, heavy things. And I thought, I really like that. I really do.
that's really, really like, I seen somebody, oh, this was years ago, and we started to collect them as well, but we never had enough. You know the ring pulls, what you get of the can of Cokes or
Yeah.
beer or anything like that. So this lady made a whole bag out of them. And
Oh, right.
we started to collect this ring pulse, and we were collecting it for like 3 or 4 years, and we still didn't have enough. So we don't drink enough Coke, so I've given up on it. But that I love when you take something else and you make and you sort of bind
Yeah.
two or three different crafts together. Everybody's saying that's so quirky and cool. Lucy's saying it's heavy. Yes, yes. Asher did say it's heavy.
Like, to be honest with you, I don't think ladies would be able to wear something like this because it is so heavy. But it's the kind of thing that I think men would like, and this is fluid. Sorry, this is fluid as well. It's quite, bendy and everything.
But
But
just to put something out there, an idea. How about if you made, for example, but I don't know, you might would transfer the heat too much. How about if you made like a little bit larger coaster size or something like that, and you could put your hot pots and pans on it? That would be something that you could do with the
yeah,
texture of it.
yeah, I used actual beading wire. Can you see
Yeah,
it there? I'm trying to see if I've got some,
they are
in my
nuts,
nice type,
lovely. They are
in my
not
nice type.
nuts from a hardware store. Betty's asking what beads are they? They're not beads.
Oh, well, eh, yeah, but that was just something that I really enjoyed doing. Um, I've got so much stuff. It's unreal.
I love this.
Honestly,
I
what?
think you like these loopy earrings. I think I love this. I really like dangly earrings and large earrings as well. I used to have quite short hair, and I always loved wearing dangly earrings because it just came under my hairline. At the moment, I haven't had a haircut since 2019. Can you believe it? So
I don't need one.
it's
And
December
then just
2019. I had a haircut because I have one like every 3 months or so. And then by the time when it get around, then we got into that lockdown. We were locked down, so there was nothing open. And then in July, I felt like, you know what, it's gone past that stage, so I'm gonna just keep it growing and see what happens. And
yeah,
before
yeah,
Christmas, I was thinking like, oh, maybe I should have a little bit of a trim and just book in, but then everything closed again, so you never know. We
yeah,
see.
yeah. So you have to start doing your own. I thin my own hair down, and I do my own roots and all that kind of stuff. But hey ho.
I think we learned so many new under the lockdown. We learned so many new skills. Well, we didn't even know we needed it, or we could do it, or how we could do it. Everybody learned love. They think, oh, those earrings are beautiful.
Yeah, again, these are from a YouTube tutorial that I followed, and they're just beautiful, and they're quite fluid as well. So, and they're
Ruthie
thinking
says she's
she's
been cutting her hair. I'm not brave enough. I am not brave enough. I could do it, but and Lucy offered my little Lucy offered. She said, "I'll cut your hair, Mum," but I'm definitely not brave enough to let her cut my hair because it depends
yeah.
what mood she's in. She could really get me, couldn't she? So we see.
She could, yeah, yeah. Um, they're made with fire polish as well, and 11 O's, and at the top is just 15s, I think. Yeah, 15s. So yeah, use
Tina's
them.
saying she has cut the boys' hairs and the dogs. I cut Simon's and Christopher's hair and I trimmed Lucy's hair. So that's yeah, we did all of that. But Christopher wants to grow his hair a bit more out. At the moment, he's going to like a he's got hair. You know what Justin Bieber used to look like in the early days? That's the haircut
Yeah.
he's got now. This is his swipe on the side. He's keep doing this with his head all the time, and it's just so funny. I find it so funny.
Um, I've got, I don't know why, but I bought an enormous amount of these bugle beads. I think I did it by accident in the early days when I first started, and I thought, what can I use them with? So I made this cuff, um, and I it's nice. But then I thought, well, that's just on its own. So then I decided I would make
Wow, look at that.
a
I
pendant.
love
So
it.
um, so
To go
that's
with
just
it, yeah.
to go with it. So that's kind of a, a set. So that's that. And uh, this is my most treasured
I love that
me
one.
forever. I will not, under any circumstances, make another, because it took me, with only having a few hours, at the end of each day, it took me a long time to do it. But I loved it. It's one of Mickey Farrago's, is it Farrago, designs, and but it's beautiful. So I made that, and then as a Christmas star, I made this, and that was challenging. It's beautiful. It's simple, um, and I use for stuffing. I use cling film because you can squidge it into absolutely nothing. And when you get, I don't buy cling film especially for them. I use all recycled stuff, so I'm upcycling things. When you get things through the post and they've got cling film on them, I keep it all, and this is what I use. I use them for that. What else have I got to show you? Oh yeah, the bracelet. Where's the bracelet gone? There we go. I was making this bracelet, and I decided, how about if I make a necklace, but I didn't have the same color of Tela beads.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
Use these instead, and these are shinier. So, and that is just one of those clip-on ones.
Yeah.
You just push them, so, and they're not that fiddly, and they're quite easy, says I. They're quite easy to get taken.
So what's your favorite color?
I have a tendency, I must admit, to go for dark colors, so I'm moving away from the dark colors. So I'm beginning now to go for pinks and gold colors and whites and a light shade of green. So that's the thing. Sometimes when we're making stuff, we get a kind of bogged down with colors, and you go for safe colors. Now I've started to just throw anything into the mix and hope for the best. Because I'm not very color coordinated. I've got the strangest idea of what colors go together. So my daughter bought me a little color wheel, and I just chuck my arm back and get it.
I think that was like what was the name of that clasp? What Lorna is asking? The poppy, the one which you pop together.
I think that's just what it's called. I think it's called a puppet clasp, where you just push one into the other. Do you mean this one?
Yeah, I think that one was in it. Yeah, that's the one, was it?
I think they're just called puppet clasps. I think, I don't think there's any great name for them. But this is the color wheel that I use.
Robin is saying you must continue posting your fabulous work in the handmade group.
I don't think I've posted anything in the handmade group yet, so that's something I'll have to do. So this is a really good one. And if you're into art and everything, you've got your color paint wheel colors on the back, but I don't bother using that. I use it this size, and it's wonderful.
It's funny you say that, because I just ordered some of them in for the website. Not exactly that one, but very similar one.
And it's like, it's only small.
But it helps you with the colors, and I think sometimes, like, I can put my hand on. Postmore makes here. Alona is saying I can put my hand on the first time on a good color selection, and sometimes in other days I have two, three, four, five, even 6 tries to get the color exactly right how I would want to.
These are invaluable, because I'm not very good at putting the colors together, and I think it's a misconception that you're supposed to put certain colors together. You can just put whatever color you think looks nice, and somebody will like it.
Yes.
Somebody will say, well, I wouldn't put that color together. Well, that's fine. Everybody's different, and this is so easy to use. You just
Lucy's just saying I'm not very good at matching colors together. That's why I love getting the kits. And I think, yeah, you're right, Lucy, as well. So when you first start that, perhaps, like, you don't need to think about designing your own jewelry, or you don't need to think about doing all the colors. Just get some kits and get going. And I think as you get used to the colors as well, you will know, like, what colors. But then what colors I like to put together, I love like navies and golds and purples together. You might not like those colors, so you will have your own little combination what you like the best.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, there's no right and wrong way. It's whatever you particularly like, and if it sits okay with you, well, then it's right. So that was that. This is another one. This is so simple. It's 8 O's with fire polish, hematite fire polish, and
can you just lift it into the camera a little bit more, lovely?
Oh, sorry. Where are we?
There we go.
There's a leprechaun in the room with me.
Oh, bless you.
There's 8 O. What do you call them? 8 O pearl cover beads.
Seed beads, yeah.
Hematite fire polish, and 15 O's just to show,
on the side,
just to break the edge. And with putting the 15 O's on, it just helps it to stay a little bit straighter, because if you don't, it kind of wobbles around. So yeah, so that's that one. Let's see, what else can I show you? Oh my word.
Dorothy's saying your ideas are so good, I'm glued to the TV.
Oh, that's very nice, Dorothy. Yours is probably just as good. It's just having the confidence. And when it comes to when you see a pattern or a new technique, and you think, well, I will get that pattern, but you're not sure how the colors go. what I try and do is I get the pattern so that I can follow the instructions and I don't have to think about which colors go where. And then once you've done that and you've familiarized yourself with it, what I do is I print another copy and then I substitute the colors and I write it on it so that I'm able to do, and that's how I can make different colored thingamies.
Betty's saying it's
Right.
hard to buying beads online. Often when it comes to the door, it's not what I thought. The nearest bead shop is 60 miles away. Oh, bless you. Oh, Tina's
Yeah.
saying, I buy them and I forget what I bought them for. I only do it all.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've tried to get really organized in my old
Angela,
age. And what
Angela is saying, sorry, Asher, but need to do some work. We'll rewatch later. So once we finished, you can go back to the beginning and you can watch the live if you like. It will stay there.
uh, I've started. I've got a little notebook that I write down when I order something. I write down what I've ordered them for and where I've seen the pattern and everything, because you just forget. You just forget where you buy them. I was saying before, I like hematite. I've got so many pieces, and I love this one. That you can usually get these slabs. They just come together, and then I had these other rounds, so I used that.
Sometimes
And
it's
then
less is more. Sometimes a simple make can be just as nice. So Betty's saying she does that. She does that as well. Forgets what she bought.
and I love hematite. So this one I wear quite a bit, and that was just a restring. It was a graduated strand that I bought, so I just restrung it. And this is one that I don't bother altering the the toggle, because it just fits in really
Yeah,
well. The fact that it's got a bit tarnished, so I leave that alone. Um, this is another.
I love that one.
This is peyote, and I had different beads left over, and I didn't have enough to make any reasonable sized item, so I made that. Yeah. Um, on the Russian leaf one.
So
That's
many
another
lovely
really good.
makes. I think we are spoiled today once again.
Right.
Wow.
This is the one I wanted to show you. It's the Russian leaf one. Yeah.
That looks really, really nice. I done Russian leaves many, many, many years ago. It must have been 15 years ago I did it. And then some of them I turned into like Celtic knots as well. I must look for them. I don't know where they are. They're in the safe place with all the all the
Yeah.
others.
I did a Celtic knot pendant, and I'll never do another. It drove me bananas. Drove me absolutely crackers, because I couldn't get it folded in correctly to my liking. So this is another one that I really like to wear a
Right.
lot. This
Hang on one second. So we got a couple of things coming in here. Tina is saying someone asked the name of your channel. So Asher hasn't got a channel on YouTube. She goes there to find some tuition for herself and some inspiration as well. This is and just to sort of clarify, we are not here. We're not selling the jewelry pieces as such. What we're trying to achieve today, and if you are new, this might be the first time you watch. This is our community Sunday, when somebody from our little beading family, our little community, comes on and just shows what you've been making over the years, to give each other inspiration, and more importantly to just sort of put a face to the name, I guess. So if you do want to buy some of her stuff, then do get in contact, message Asher through the group. And if you do yeah, so just sort of wanted to clarify that, because I can see the people asking the same question, so everybody sort of know what's what.
right. Oops.
And I
One
think
thing
she
is,
would like to buy some of them. She loves all of them. So yeah, do get in touch with Asher through the community.
yeah,
She's saying
this.
first time watching as well.
Oh,
And
lovely.
And Ruth is saying
Well,
definitely inspirational. So we do Facebook tutorials every morning at 10 a.m. here on Totally Beads. And some days we show you how to make a certain piece of jewelry. Some days we do just sort of create. We got creation station on Saturdays when we start, and we don't really know where we end up with. We got community Sunday, we do technique Tuesday, we do loads of different bits and pieces. So every 10 a.m. we are here. Some days we're showing pieces off like this, and other days we are showing you how to make them yourself.
So this is another one that that's peyote, that one.
I love peyote stitch.
That's that one. Now this one was a bracelet, and this is done with delicas and a peyote effort, right?
That looks
Then
really nice.
it really sparkles. It's just made with silver, and then
Can I just sort of, it looks herringbone stitch to me. You said peyote.
Oh, sorry, herringbone. Sorry, yeah. Yeah. I was thinking of something else, and then I decided to make a necklace out of it, and then I decided to make some dangly earrings because I'm back on my sets. So that's that. And
I love this one as well. It looks really, really nice.
And I cannot remember. I wish I could remember where I got this clasp from, but it sparkles.
Oh,
Not
it's
really
lovely.
catching any, but it does sparkle. It's beautiful, and that's just with. I think there might be 8, and then they graduate down to a smaller size at the end. Sorry, the graduate. So they have the larger ones in the middle, and they just.
I love that.
graduate.
I know,
So-
like we can't. I can see. Like, hold on one second. Just stay there. Can I come to you with where we can show you the whole of 1 second, because I want you to see that necklace. That's really, really nice. So I'm just gonna pop on here for a sec, and then bring this up. So because of I have sort of, can you put that one back, honey? That you need to put it the other way, sweetheart. So the clasp is to, yeah, that's it. I just love it. I mean, look at that. How lovely is that? That, you know, you graduate or your bead stand, that looks really, really professional, and it looks really, really thought through as well. But in reality, all you're doing, you're just reducing the size of the pearls as you go along. Very regal, Sheila. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. It looks really very regal as well. You could imagine something this on someone's neckline a few hundred years ago as well, like some royalty perhaps. Everybody's saying beautiful. Right, 1 second, and we're gonna go back to our demo one. Maybe we give you a little bit more space if you go smaller.
Right. Yeah. So these ones here are super duo, and then it's connected by super duo as well. Then you've got graduated bicorns as well, and I found, yeah, and along once you go to the end, at the end part of it, you use the smaller bicorns in the center and at the end, and along here you've got the larger pearls and larger bicorns. So you've got 11 OC beads,
Not here.
bicorns, and I think you've got a few. Yeah, that's it really. And when you do it, your bicorn, if you where are we gone? The bicorns sit proud ever so slightly. They're not sunk into the piece, so you can see on the back where it's hollow. Can you see that?
Yeah.
But on the side, it is they're standing proud. And to achieve that, you just put some seed beads at the top and at the bottom, and it just pushes them. There's not enough room for them then to sink in.
So what would you say, like, what do you sort of do quick makes as well, or do you enjoy makes which is takes longer to make? What is sort of or do you flip flop between them?
I flip between them, but when I'm doing like for instance, when I was making that star, like this one,
Yeah.
it was quite challenging, and I wanted to get it finished. And then when I was finished with it, I was kind of disappointed. I thought, "Look, I've got to think now. What am I going to make again?" So I and,
I
and
think
when I'm at the start,
I
then when I'm at the start of a long project, I think, "Oh, it's going to take me forever to do this," but yet I'm quite happy to, like this little make of yours last night,
I I
ladies.
I think
They
like
are
that feeling that what you get when you finish a really long project is the same feeling what you get when you watch like a series on Netflix
yeah,
or like on a, and when you finish the series, like I watched Call the Midwife last year from beginning to end, and I finished the series and it took me about 3-4 weeks to watch it, and then I'm thinking, well, now what? You sort of feel like you don't know what to do. And I think doing a project when it takes you days and days and days to finish it, at the end of it, you get there like you think like, well, now what am I going to do? Because I enjoyed it so much making it that I don't really want to
yeah,
start another one, but I want something equally as enjoyable.
yeah. And I had a load, but it's downstairs, so I can't show you. I had a load of they were kind of miracle beads, but they were not round, they were longer. And I made a bracelet, and it was just one strand, and I thought, nah, that looks a bit tired. So I made another strand and joined them together. Now that was interesting because I did them all with 15 seed beads, and of course you have to go through the seed beads a few times. So I broke a few needles, which wasn't any harm because I've got loads of them, and so cleared them out. And I had a plier with me, so I was yanking at it, and
Oh,
thread broke. But
bless.
I finished it, and I'm quite happy with it, and it sits nicely. But as I said, I left that downstairs. But I've got I've got the beads here actually. If I can just put my eye on them. Oh yeah, here we go.
Well, while you go and find out, just let you know, because time is flying. Time flies when you're having fun.
Oh,
And
sorry,
it's quarter past
I just
11 already. Oh, they are gorgeous. They are really,
did
really
the beads
nice.
that I have,
So
and
if you,
I've
one
got a
of
big
you who is watching today and you've been been doing beading, now you don't have to, I'm not looking for some, well, I'm looking for everybody. Let's phrase it that way. It doesn't matter if you've been beading for 1 month, or we've been beading for like 1 year, or we've been beading for 15 years, because everybody has to start somewhere. So I am looking for people to come on the Sunday, sort of these Sunday streams, and show off your beautiful makes. But don't forget, nothing is easy or nothing is too difficult, because everybody has to start somewhere. And I love the ashes pieces. I love the variety what you make as well, and I love that you say like, oh well, I'm only a beginner. I'm really not that good. That's how she described herself at the beginning, and you see all these wonderful pieces, which is, I think, quite a some of us wouldn't even know where to start. So I really really loved it. I think you're such a clever lady.
thank you. And thank you everybody for your lovely comments. I've really, really enjoyed it. So ladies, get on here and show us what you can make. It's a wonderful experience.
So if you want to get in contact, and if you would be willing to come on as a Sunday beader, then do message me either to Totally Beads or message me to Kitty Robinson Design. Just give us a message, and then I can get in contact with you, and then I will go through the whole process. Like, we can we do a little test, and we sort out what tech you need. You don't really need much. If you got an iPad and a phone, it will do. If you got a computer and a phone, it will do. Most of us have got a phone what we can come on with, and and look, show you can show us what you've been making, because it's so nice to see people from the community coming in and showing their makes, because we each other of us thinks a little bit different way and turn patterns into different as well.
I can't believe it's 11:15.
I can't believe it either.
Sorry for talking so long.
Oh no, I would stay here and talk all day. We must have you have back, because I know there's quite a few makes what you have made, and like send me the picture of it, but I didn't have time to show off. But I know we could stay here forever, but I need to go, and I need to actually go. I'm cooking the Sunday roast today, so I need to go and get started cooking. Otherwise, we're never gonna eat today. But I loved having you here. So thank you so much for coming on and showing us.
It was a pleasure, and thank you for having me. I absolutely loved it, and it made me aware of just how much stuff I've got. I've got so much more that I haven't shown you.
Look, Debbie's saying, thank you, Esther, you're so amazing. Everybody's saying thank you. Wow. I just love it. Time flies and you're having fun, definitely. Andrew, today Sue's saying, it's just so nice to see to see your makes, and it's all about the communities. Doesn't matter where you get your inspiration from, and doesn't matter what you do, but I think what shows through is that your love for the craft, and your love for the making all the different bits of pieces. And I think that's great, and that's what we need, especially this year and these times.
Yeah, absolutely loved it, and thank you all for your lovely comments. You're amazing.
Oh, look, thank you so much. Right, everybody, we're gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go and start dinner. I hope everybody has a lovely Sunday, and a wonderful, very inspiring. Sue saying thank you, Pep. So please come forward if you got a few, even if you just got a few makes to show. Please come forward, because we love to, really love to say. And Helen is asking, can you please post your pictures in the group? So you have to go ahead and do that now.
That is my my job for this week. I will do that. I will get them all up there. All right, Thank you very much. If anybody wants any help with anything that they think I might be able to help them with, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Just message me and I'll do whatever I can. Okay. Thank you. All right,
bless
TJ,
you.
I'll let you go on.
Yep. Everybody, thank you so much for watching us today. The more you show up, the more we show up as well, showing you loads of different bits of pieces. Everybody have a lovely weekend. There's loads of messages were coming in that it's snowing outside. Every single time I looked outside here, it's not snowing here. So I am really, well, those clouds, we got like slightly grey clouds, so they could be snow clouds. So I can tell if it's a snow cloud or not snow cloud. It's funny, because like you get like a grey cloud, but it's really bright next to it as well. So maybe it will snow. Never know. If it snows, then I don't even care about dinner. I'm gonna go outside and play in the snow with the kids.
Well,
that will be it. I will be off. Dinner can burn. No, I will turn the oven off. But
I made a snowman yesterday with my grandson, and we forgot to put its head on.
Oh, bless.
But he loved it.
Oh, Joe is saying it's coming to you. Oh, I'm really hoping it's come. If snow comes, that's it. We're out. We'll be going. We are out in the snow. I love snow. Right, everybody, have a lovely Sunday. Sarah Millsap is going to be with you tomorrow. I will be back with you on Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Asha, you've been lovely. Thank you so much for coming on, and we hope to see you very soon. We might be able to sort something out to, if you would, to come on and show us maybe how to make a particular one of your makes.
Right. If anybody wants me to make something, I'll have a go. I've never done it before on live or anything, but I will definitely have a go, and we can fumble our way through it together.
Brilliant. We will put something in plan. Bye, everybody. Bye.